The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
That's fine, don't worry about that. Anna, it's fine.
It wasn't me.
Okay, Ron and Vinny. Yeah, first of all, how are you?
Again.
What can you tell us about what happened for you to end up in hospital?
No, I feel really good, and actually I'm 50 now. Maybe I need to get used to it. I'm not sure, but I was twice already in a British hospital. Whatever people say about it, British. What do you, NHS? Yeah, it's not as bad as you think. So I'm really have to thank a lot of people, but not because it was that serious, only because they were that nice, and that's it. So nothing to say about that. I'm not ill. So maybe that's. I'm not sure if you are happy about it. I think it's kind of good news. So it's all fine. The only problem is you should not try to experience that as well as a person in public, to go somewhere in a hospital or something and the whole world is talking about it. It was not a marketing thing of Liverpool. Well, it would have been smart. I came in the hospital, and when I passed the first few people and I saw security, the morning went, "Klopp is in the hospital, did you see him?" And you turned his walkie-talkie down. Oh, that worked really well. Yeah.
Moving on to football matters then.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. Now let's talk a little more.
What did you make of Joe Gomez's performance for England? Is he ready to play regularly as a centre-back in the Premier League, perhaps, for you?
Yes. No doubt about that. Joe knows about his still existing little issues. So he's still a young lad, and he has to improve in a lot of parts. But of course, he's ready for it. He's a fantastic player, and he played a lot in the season. But we take care of him. He was injured in a time in his life when people are still growing, and that's a medical thing, kind of. And we want to have him for the next 15 years. Hopefully, he will be this kind of. Was he a professional player already at Carlisle? Charlton. Was he a professional player there? Yeah. Okay, then it's not a one-team player, but we want to have him here for a long time, so I want to use him. That's it. So yes, he's ready for it, but he can play as well a fullback. That's very good for us.
Obviously, it appeared that the club pursued Virgil van Dijk very strongly. So, with that in mind, what kind of reception can he expect? Is he still a player that you would like to bring here to Liverpool?
That's why he really expects an answer, doesn't he? Do you? You expect an answer? Oh yeah, really.
What happened in the summer?
What happened in the summer?
Well,
no, I can't say. No, there's nothing to say about that. Absolutely.
One more for one more supplementary question because that one.
Well, do you expect then maybe it to be difficult for him coming to Liverpool?
Hopefully. Not because of what happened in summer, but it should be for every player be difficult to come to Liverpool. You mean on Saturday, right?
On Saturday?
Yeah. It should be difficult for every player. So hopefully it's difficult for him.
Well, Jurgen, you played Southampton 4 times last season. You did score 1 goal against them. What is it that makes them so hard to break down? What do they do to make it difficult for you?
We scored in 1 game 6, so we have still a positive, but not a Premier League game, unfortunately. So about all different games, I would say, and I don't remember all of them. In this moment, we don't use them for the analyze because the Southampton team has changed since we played them. Our team has changed, so that's nothing we really use. But I remember the situation around the. We always was a little bit like it's obviously not a friendly game because there's a special relationship between Southampton and Liverpool, and gave them a lot of money for a few players, so it's I would say it was always a fair deal, but it looks a little bit like they suffered in different moments. But I think Liverpool always paid really a good price for the players. And last year I still remember the situation around the penalty. It looked like it was really strange and not completely fair. So I still remember this situation. So I don't care how long we didn't score, but I know that it will be difficult again to win against Southampton, but it's still possible. And there's nothing what should hold us back. We have, yes, in this moment, pretty much a full squad. So I have to make a few choices. Of course, it's after international break for both teams. It's the same. We didn't have a lot of sessions, but we will be well prepared for this game. And again, I don't forget the last year in a very decisive situation for us, and they didn't need the points, I think, but it felt like somebody created kind of stories, and so that they were really spot on around the penalty. Foster was on fire and all that stuff. So I think it's a good moment to strike back.
No Liverpool player has scored more goals after 11 games than Mo Salah. Robbie Fowler, I think, had 8 after 12 games. How pleased have you been with that signing, that you got that guy in the side?
Yes, very. In the moment when we signed him, I was happy about that, and I expected him doing well. So that's how it is. But then now we all know, we saw the chances. He missed the penalty. He could have scored already more often. So that's the truth. He's very often in decisive areas. That makes him such a threat. And good for us, but he needs passes. He has assists as well. That's very good, and that he still can improve. He's a fantastic player. Thank God, not the only one we have.
Yes, Julia.
Jurgen, you said they're really got a full squad, so lots of choices. Is Mane, Lallana, and Henderson now available?
That's okay. I mean, Saudi, we have to wait. We will see today. And Adam is in training, but now since 3 days, 4 days, so it was a really long. It's fantastic that he's back. So, and he lost nothing, no skills or anything. He trained really well. But we have in the next few weeks, we have games all 3 days. So, and we will need him for that. So there's no rush in it. Even when everybody who knows Adam can imagine how ready he is to be part of the squad again. So we will see what we do. In this case, what was it? Hendo? Yes, Hendo should be okay. I think. Yeah, he used the week he had in the national break. He used it well to recover from different things, to be honest. And so that's now. But he's on a good way, and yes, he will be involved. Anything else? What? Yeah, Flani, right. So that's things like this happen. That all the specialists agreed that we should try it the conservative way, to not with the surgery. And now everybody agreed. Okay, now we have to use this one. We are all sure Kleine will be fine, but of course when he will be back, then it was a long time for him. But that's not to change anymore. So now it's already in the last period of the recovery from the issue, because now we made the surgery and it's clear when he will be back roundabout, and so that's good. But of course for him, difficult.
Just one more. I was just thinking with the players who are returning this moment, what you've had in this right at the very start. Do you feel you're in a stronger position now in the squad coming into this group of games, the winter period now?
Yeah, it would be fantastic if players would be machines and only push a button and they function, and have to, okay, today this 10 and then this 10, so we have to fit it, we have to put it together so in the right way, and then you one have more rhythm, one have less rhythm, but we will need all of them 100%. Yes, I'm not a little bit in doubt about the quality of a squad. I'm happy. Unfortunately, always when we talk like this, 2 hours later, most of the time, we have problems. So I don't like to talk too much about it, but. No, there will be no problem. So it's always we only look for the solution for this specific game, and then we have another one, and then we have another one, and then we have another one.
With Adam, why you need to ease him in generally? It's a free training session. They've been out so long ago, so can you get little bits of games, or is he ready to coming from the start. Yes,
Adam. It's completely different to Sadio, for example. If he does start with all of them, but he was much longer out. So he was in the preseason. It was in Munich against Atletico Madrid. I don't even know when it was. It's long ago. But he's a fantastic player. But for him, it's the same like I said about Joe. We want to have him for the season, for all the things. And now this is the moment now when a player wants to be back immediately, and I'm the bad guy who says, not today, maybe tomorrow, whatever. So that's not too nice, but it's completely normal. I only do it for him and for the club. That's for how it is. Yes, but it's what can I say? It's we will see, and it depends how the other players are, which shape, how fit they are. But we will use him for sure. But bring him now for 90 minutes, that's absolutely not a good idea, and will not happen.
How important is his role? We've read a lot about his pressing stats and how much he runs. How important is that?
Very, very important. So it obviously took a time. It was last year always difficult when Adam didn't play because what he's doing is so different to pretty much all the other players. He's the jumper. He always tries, loves it to do that. And yes, of course, it's very important for us and will be, again, very important for us. I'm looking already forward to it when we can use it again. But it's not only that. He's overall a fantastic football player. That's in the first session. Unfortunately, I was not involved. That was the one when I met the guy with the walkie-talkie. And but when I came in, they all were really excited about it. Oh, okay, Adam was pretty good. So I know about it, and it's good for the player.
Okay, Glenn, anything from you? Any final ones? We'll give you one more, and then we'll go to close it.
Just say, Jurgen, we've been coming here, certainly I remember in September, and you must have been sick of the sight of us because we're always asking you about how clinical your side should be and so on. You've now had 3 wins on the trot in different competitions. Do you feel like you've turned a corner here? Do you feel like...
Look, unfortunately, I'm not silly enough for things like this. So it's not. I would love to say yes, or 2 weeks in between the last game and the next game. Nothing can happen there, but it's always like this. It's always interrupted by something. It's an injury. It's an international break. Whatever. That's how football is. It's not only for us. It's for all of the people involved in this business, and so that's how it is. But so we never had a real. Yes, sometimes we created more chances than we used. Or probably not. That's always the time, by the way. But we scored now in 1 week 11 goals, I think. So and no, was it? 3, yes. So that's of course good, but doesn't mean we will score again 4. I'm not sure. I would love to say yes, but I'm not sure. So we have to see what we know, what we knew before the last games, that we have to improve defensively. So that's how it is, but not how you discussed it about single players here or there. No, as a team, we have to protect ourselves better, and we did that in these 3 games. That was very important for us. We didn't give them any counterattacks, or not a lot counterattacks. It was very important for a dominant side, and that's what we have to do again. But Southampton is a different team. Southampton, I think, is 4th in the table in possession. So that's quite impressive. Didn't get too many points so far, but probably feel still good in their situation. So they will be confident, and it's our job to make them less confident during the game because of our game.
Fantastic. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Well, welcome.
Negotiate your way to room 1. And we'll see you in there. Come back in.
Yes, sound, yeah.